Well, because, we're already like 21 minutes late to start our pilot episode.
Well,
And,
we're not late. We're just fashionably late.
or are we on the level of NEA late, like beyond fashionably late?
You mean not showing up at all? Probably.
Same old,
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any viewers yet, but hey, you know what? This is the pilot episode of the bonfire, so no big deal. It'll grow.
Yep.
So what is new in this Night Strikes universe? Metaverse?
Um,
Domain?
working on setting up an online shop
Nice.
for my firearms accessory manufacturing.
How about this? You create tactical kitty stuff too.
I'd have to get the files for that.
That's
I
a good
don't.
point.
I don't know. I don't know if Fire Kitten will approve that. He
Well,
remember he's the manager.
you're gonna giggle when you see what I'm about to send you of him.
Oh no!
When I told you that,
What did he do now?
well, when I said that, he looked directly at me and he's like, "Ooh, that sounds like a good idea."
He
Now,
he is open. He is open to suggestion.
yes. He's like, can I use it to eventually defeat the evil red dot?
No, you can never defeat the evil red dot.
I don't think he knows that.
Well, don't tell him that. Do not tell him that.
Well, he's currently wondering what else we're gonna be up
Else,
to on this chat.
I have no idea what we're going to be up to this chat.
Well, that's the good thing why it's called the bonfire. We're up to anything we could
It's
talk.
certainly on fire. I'll tell you that.
Well, that's a good point. But I could tease you about some awesome pizza I had yesterday, but I'm not gonna do that to you. Let's just say the outer layer of cheese was crispy, and then there was an inner layer of cheese that was like lava when you bit into it.
Huh?
Yeah, it defies logic, dude.
Did you post the link to this chat on Instagram or not Instagram, but the Discord?
No, I can if you want me to.
And you maybe put it in Matt's chat or something.
Yeah, or yours.
Huh?
Let's see. General invite copied.
But don't put the invite in this chat. Just put the link to your YouTube chat.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'll have to figure out how to do that.
There's the link.
Okay. Yeah. Let me copy that.
Yeah. Just say you're doing a chat in general. Good Lord, what are people? I'm gonna have to turn that off. People are messaging me.
I mean, you are a busy dude, Night Strike.
Not. I'm actually less busy than you think. Just saying.
Even with your plans to take over the world?
I'm doing that every night.
That is a fair point. I mean, once you take over the world, you can get back at Honda for the blue dress thing.
Well, no, because then I'd have to go after not Honda. Oh, who was it that did it? Who did the what is it?
I would literally have to go through
It was
all of
Rock
any.
Humper. Rock
Oh
Humper
yeah.
started that, so I'd have to go after Rock Humper for that. So,
But we don't know what ever happened to him. I mean, we're still waiting for season 2 of his shit hit the fan story time.
I know we are.
Because if I had that level of writing
Autism?
skills, Well, no. I just
I
said
was gonna call it
writing
autism.
skills. Um, I would have had Honda wearing the blue dress because it seems more fitting.
No, he's wearing Honda doesn't wear dresses. He only wears lingerie.
Ooh, that opens up so many new
I
possibilities for
I
season 2 of that
I,
that
I, bel
story arc.
I believe it's Victoria's not so secret.
He's gonna murder us when he probably hears us talking about that.
Well, he has to deal with it because it's like this. Gat gat gat. Sorry about your balls, bro.
That is a fair point. He does have to live with that too.
He does. He
All
does.
right, let's see. The links have been posted, and you gotta admit, I had a good thumbnail for that.
You did. You did. Stand by. I did not know we were in the Fallout universe.
Well, how else do you think we're gonna take over the world, dude?
I don't know. I was hoping, maybe a giant space battleship would fall from the sky, so we could retrofit it, and we could stop World War III that's happening right now. So that because aliens are going to attack right after that. I mean, if you got the reference, good. You were paying attention.
I was paying attention, but I was just trying to figure out would it be one with very tech capabilities, or are we talking like a giant pizza slice of doom?
No, it would be Veritex. Veritex.
Now we would be safe as long as nobody tried to teach our gigantic soldiers about love.
Eh, they've got some hot women.
Good thing we did not start off by talking about anime.
It's a good thing, yes.
Yep,
We let Matt do that. That's Matt's job.
or jollies.
Well, no, it's Matt's job. It's not Charlie's job.
But Jolly is the token mixed Asian of the
Is he?
yeah. He says he's part Japanese apparently.
Well,
Yeah.
and he's got some problems being part Japanese and being in Alabama. I tell you that right now.
Uh-huh. Lots of problems, you know?
I mean, where's he gonna find family there?
He can't. Have you ever met any Asians from Alabama?
No, that's the problem.
I mean Hawaii, yes.
Yeah, Hawaii, it's like every day, but
Or California.
yeah, Georgia, Atlanta too. There's a lot of Asians in Atlanta, a whole bunch.
See, the furthest south I've ever went was Missouri. No, correction, Texas. Texas.
Furthest south I've been was Florida, like the southern part of Florida.
Like the Everglades, or was it the Keys?
Both. I've been to both.
Yeah, I see how it is. Dispensing strikes in the tropical nature.
This was years ago when I was younger. When I was a little strike, not a big strike.
So only when you would, strike with rocks.
Mm. No, I was probably using something else, but yeah.
No, but I do have to curse a certain manufacturer from your state real quick.
Oh God, what a
And
PSA
that
for?
being I now want one of their AKs. I shot one last Sunday and ooh.
Mm,
Yeah. I don't know why people keep buying Century Arms made AKs.
I don't know either, because well,
Because
I'll be honest.
after
If Century sold their AK that they had full auto, if they sold that AK, if they could, I would totally buy that one. But because they don't sell it, they can't sell it after 86. No one will buy a Century AK.
But then again, you got to remember also, Century brings in half the freaking milsurp we can get in this country.
Because I shot a full auto Visca at the PSA gathering, and I tell you right now, I wish I could have one.
But sadly, we're not allowed.
No, that's why I bump fire my AK. It's easy enough.
Yeah, my friend who owns that PSA AK has gotten very good at the bump firing of it.
Oh, dude, I can. The AK is like one of the easiest rifles to bump fire if you have, just the standard, mil spec trigger grip. Super easy.
I have no comeback for that.
What do you need to come back for?
Just so used to always having to have a comeback, you know?
Well, Fire Kitten, look at him, pounce.
Oh, he's ready to pounce, all right. But he won't do that while I'm in the computer chair.
He's not doing it right then.
He's just staring at your logo right now, just being like, And that's the scary thing is when he's just staring at something and you don't know why.
Who knows? Who knows? So what's going on with Firefighter? How you doing?
Oh, like I told you before we started the chat, on standby to see if I have to work at 4 in the morning tomorrow. I was hoping to at least know by today if I had to go in early. But it seems like it's going to be one of those things where, I'm dreaming about being a billionaire with the biggest gun collection and then my phone's going to, ring and I'll have to go to work. Which between being working normal second shift and doing first shift is so much more fun.
Mm.
Because I actually have coworkers that are there that are like, "Oh, wait, we used the wrong terminology. You probably didn't understand. Here's what we need." And then they'll be like,
Oh
they'll
God,
show me what they need. I'm
I'm
like,
getting messages from John Crump and Rich. They're probably doing something, but I can't jump in right now because we're on this. Oh boy, I'm getting popular
"Oh,
tonight.
yeah, wait, yeah.
People who have more subscribers than you want me to be on their shows. I mean, figure that one out.
Well, I think I only have 6 because
I
I've really
know.
never done anything with this channel until today. And you know what? No, 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 no. They're not the Strudel brothers.
No, they're not.
I will grab the Type 99 and I will duel them. But we'd have to find a suitable location to have the duel.
Mm. It's true. That's true.
But I don't know if you've been watching the new Strange New Worlds yet of Star Trek at all.
No, I've heard it's good, but
It actually is. I just watched right before we hopped on the 3rd episode. I did not see that major plot twist that they did. Not gonna spoil nothing for you, but major plot twist. I'm like, oh, that explains a lot about one certain character.
yep.
But apparently, I did watch the trailer for the 4th episode of the season, and it's gonna be very interesting. They're teasing for episode 4 of Strange New World, the Gorn.
Gorn, huh?
Yes, and I'm hoping they're dressed up in that horribly cheesy, rubber suit like we saw with William Shatner.
The Gorn. Yeah. I
Now,
don't know. Oh no.
But then again, wait, aren't we supposed to have sometime this week or next week? Kenobi starting too?
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be like the 31st, I think. I don't know why they didn't do it on the 4th because, may the 4th be with you. But,
Because Disney wasn't thinking it through there.
well, Disney's had their own shit, a handful of problems lately. That's for damn sure. Because they
Yeah, like
decided to play in
pissing off
politics, they got their
all of
tax status revoked.
yeah, that was
a dumb move on their part. And then
that was the epitome of fuck around and find out.
and then they said, "Oh, we're gonna use all our money to you go and fight against this." And it's like, then they lost their tax status. Yeah.
So you gotta imagine if they had that special tax status, does that mean they owe back taxes now?
No, it just means now they have a normal tax status, and it means that they got to pay the same amount or more than their fair share now because they're not exempt anymore.
Damn.
And that's why you don't let somebody in California dictate politics or even say shit about politics in the South.
That is a
Because
fair point.
the South, you don't fuck with the South. The South will fuck with you.
Well,
Case in point, somebody from Burbank tried to say that they would fight the government of Florida. And the government of Florida took that as a challenge and said, okay, you're challenging us? All right, well, I guess you don't need your special tax status anymore.
yeah, that is a very valid point. But then again, the South does have so many ways to fuck with people. Legally, culinarily, society based fuck around with? I don't know. You're the resident Southern person in this chat.
What are we talking about?
Well, you think about it. You said the South has a great way to fuck people over.
Yeah, they
Depending.
well, it depends on which way. This way, they challenged the Florida government by saying, well, we will fight this bill with everything we have, and it's like, yeah, the Florida government says they're not going to let some asshole in Burbank, California, dictate policy and politics for the state of Florida.
That's a fair point.
So
yeah, that's one way to get.
that's how they got their tax status removed.
Fucked. Would you say that's royally fucked by Florida?
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about the Magic Kingdom, then yes.
No. That would be a royal magic fuckery.
Ooh. Watch your cornhole.
The board game or in the literal cornhole?
Well, take your pick. We're not going to be picky on this one.
Well, the only people who are picky are prudes, so.
Yeah. I'm a little picky about food.
Dude, you live in the South. Food is amazing down there.
I know. Have you ever had alligator? It's delicious.
Dude, the only place I can find alligator is ordering it online.
Alligator sausage, alligator burgers, deep fried alligator. It's delicious, man. It's
I mean, I have tried at one of the big trade shows that when outdoor trade shows, they had a booth. This was like when I was in middle school, where you could get like summer sausage made out of not just the standard stuff we get. And I bought a thing of ostrich summer sausage. That was weird, man. That was so weird. Like I don't know how to describe the taste.
Well, I tell you, I don't either.
Like I don't know how Australians can enjoy that stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, I'd rather eat alligator over ostrich any day.
And ostrich isn't that bad, but it's not great.
I can imagine someone right now being enraged at us saying that.
I
But
mean, they
hey,
got ostrich farms in Arizona or ranches technically, but whatever.
yeah, whatever.
So, what else do we talk about?
Well, basically, the whole premise of the bonfire is just to talk about anything and whatever. Anime, sci-fi, fantasy, guns, current events.
What is that wheezing sound background?
Oh, I was rocking in my computer chair.
That's what that is. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Um, I gotta get a new one anyway, but haven't found one that I like yet. Because think about it, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time sitting in a chair, and I want it to be nice and comfy.
Well, don't get one of those gaming chairs then.
No, those ain't comfy at all.
They're not comfy. I mean, they want you to buy the gaming chairs, but they don't make them ergonomic. They don't make them comfortable. They just make them to look, you know, to look
Fancy.
gamerish and fancy, but they do fuck all for your back. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we have some at where I work, in the areas where we can actually sit down and do our computer work, in the factory. Some seriously ergonomic, like, office chairs. And I'm like, "Oh, I want one of these." And then I found out how much they cost. I'm like, "Nope, nope. I'll just keep using my, like, 12-year-old computer chair
Yeah. Yeah.
because they're legit comfy and have good back support." Like, so much good back support that you're just after you get up, you're like, "Oh, I kinda wanna sit back down." That's what it felt like to have an actual proper, back support on a chair.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause those chairs are normally used by the, production leads for the teams, so they're mostly sitting in 'em all day, so they have to be really good back support and comfortable.
I gotta fix that.
Yeah, I'm jealous 'cause, I'm just then being like, I'm gonna go steal that chair for on break, just so I can have something comfy to sit in for, like, a half hour on lunch."
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was, looking up the other day. I don't know if there's any Regal theaters near you. They're
Mm.
supposed to be having, like, a couple of Phantom events coming up.
Yeah. No, we only got an IMAX near me, and then we've only got the local theater here in town, which is it's just a mom and pop.
See, we don't have any mom and pop movie theaters anymore where I live. That makes me sad.
Well, this was a normal theater, and it's only got four what you call it theaters. So they
Mm.
only do like 3 or 4 movies. They don't do a lot of movies. But so all the big movies come out from here. But if they don't have them, they don't have the big movies. I have to go into Charleston to see the movie. So, you know.
Yeah, because apparently on June 16th, um, Regal is having a Phantom event for Macross Frontier, the False Songstress.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they have another one coming up in 32 days, so June 23rd, of the original G.I. Joe 35th anniversary re-release and remaster.
You know, on YouTube, Hasbro was airing the entire series for free,
Which is actually pretty awesome.
and they're still doing it. They're doing it. The GI Joe: A Real American Hero Happy 40th Anniversary. They're airing all the full episodes live 24/7 on YouTube. So, yo, Joe,
Unless if you're a Cobra fan.
if you're Cobra, you know hell, what is it? Go Cobra or something like that.
I don't know. Did they ever get a catchphrase? I really don't think Cobra ever had a catchphrase. And then on June 30th, they're having another Macross Frontier Phantom event, The Wings of Farewell.
Hmm. You know, you know what I wish? I wish I could have gotten some laser guns that GI Joe had. You know, how is it? How is it? It was during the Cold War. GI Joe and and Cobra have laser guns, but everybody else is still using regular bullets. How does that work?
Special government funding? Because if you
No, that got
think
taken
about
away
it, isn't G.I.
in
Joe?
the second movie. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. But then again, if you remember, like from the 70s all the way into the 90s, every time you saw a gun in a cartoon, it was not a gun, it was a laser blaster.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the 90s animated Spider-Man, they're all shooting lasers. I'm like, where can I
Yeah,
get one of those?
it's a laser.
But we know it's not. We know it's not. It's supposed to be an actual regular gun, and I bet you it was some stupid regulation back then, if you think about it, that they could not show actual guns anymore in cartoons. So they had to create little lasers.
Most likely.
Oh, and this will surprise you. September 4th, Regal's gonna have a Phantom event for the 40th anniversary of Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, why not?
Why not? No. Well, buddy, I tell you why not. Because of this. Con!
Okay, that's a fair point. That's
Okay,
a fair point.
there we go. Done.
That was the weakest scene of that whole movie.
So,
And then supposedly, today they're supposed to be having a Phantom event of the motion picture director's edition,
yep, yep, yep.
which that one, I think is the weakest of the original um, TOS movies. Because if you think about it, oh hey, the new captain of the Enterprise is the guy who later goes on to play the father in Seventh Heaven, or something like that.
Mm, something like that.
But then again, if anyone's been playing Star Trek Online, they actually brought V'ger back as the new big bad from another universe.
But didn't they also bring Data back in Star
They
Trek universe?
did, and no, not on Star Trek Online.
Star Trek Online, yeah.
Um, right now they're doing a big Terran Empire war arc where you're jumping back and forth between
The Terran Empire.
the prime time, the official prime original Star Trek timeline and the original Mirror Universe, and you're jumping back and forth between the two, which is where you find out, oh, the Terran Empire is trying to use the Mirror Universe version of V'ger as a doomsday weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just sitting here going, okay, how is this going to end and how bad is it going to be? But then again, they, like with season 2 of Star Trek Picard, um, they half the ships you see in the first episode of it are all Star Trek Online ships. Almost all of them are. So now I'm sitting here going, so does that mean Star Trek Online's canon now or no?
V'ger, wasn't that one of the Voyager probes?
Yeah, Voyager 6,
Yep.
I think.
Yes, exactly. It was Voyager 6.
And the popular fan theory is that when that navigator lady merged with the V'ger, it led to the creation of the Borg.
Well, the Voyager, well, then, if it led to the creation of the Borg, Voyager didn't hate humanity. What the hell happened? It's a good point.
Yeah, that is a good point, and I don't think anybody who's ever
Nobody's questioning it. That's the thing.
read into
But,
that fan theory ever, yeah.
Voyager, we sent Voyager out to go and explore and find things and tell us about them. That's what we sent Voyager out for. Any of them. And, Voyager wouldn't hate us for that because we sent it to go do its job.
Speaking of
That's
which,
what we created it for. And honestly, it would, if anything, it would rather humanity be as it is than change it in any way, because otherwise it wouldn't have become what it is. And that's why I say, if that is how V'ger is, then what the hell happened with the Borg? If V'ger created the Borg, and that's my point. Because the Borg assimilate, they change things, twist things, and they take things that are biological and turn them into, non-biological, and try to bring them into a collective. I don't think Voyager would have done that with humanity. I honestly don't. Because it's without different thinking
I don't
minds,
think so either, but
you wouldn't have gotten Voyager in the first place. And we're talking about Voyager 6 space probe.
Mm-hmm. And that's the one thing, if you think about it, they've never talked about the creation of the Borg. Like, how did the Borg become the Borg?
Well, don't worry, they'll screw that one up too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the one thing right now with all the Star Trek shows going on. It's like, is it going to be good or is it going to be complete shit?
Oh no, it's going to be awful.
Well, so far, I'm holding judgment on Strange New Worlds because 3 episodes out only so far, and it's been pretty good.
They ruined Picard.
Yeah. Picard season 1 kind of was shit. Season 2 was awful. Mm-hmm. But the season finale was pretty sad.
Uh-huh.
But then again, they are currently filming season 3, and who knows how that's going to go.
Yeah.
And apparently season 3 is supposed to be the final season of Picard.
Thank God.
And then sometime later this year, we're gonna get what, season 5 of Discovery,
Somewhat, yeah.
and the only good season of Discovery was season 2.
Yeah.
But then again, here in a few months, we're supposed to get Lower Decks back, and out of all the new Star Trek shows, that's the actual only good one.
I mean, if you like Lower Decks.
Oh, come on. You gotta love how it's episodic Star Trek with slapstick humor.
I'm not really a big fan of Lower Decks either. Sorry.
But then again, if we look at all the new Trek shows and compare it to what they've been doing TV shows wise, say for Star Wars, they've actually been doing better with Star Wars as a TV show format than they have with Star Trek,
Yup.
which is kind of sad.
It is.
Because if you look at it, Mando was awesome. Book
Well,
of Boba Fett, I don't know yet. I gotta go rewatch
I
that.
didn't like that gang, that techno gang, but aside from that, Book of Boba Fett was all right because he got a Rancor, and when you get a Rancor, they ask you. Somebody always talks about how the Night Sisters rode the Rancors, and you know that people want to ride a Rancor. That's why in Star Wars Galaxies, I had a Rancor that was named Fluffy that I used as a mount.
You know, I never got a chance to play Galaxies before they shut down.
You can play it now if you want. They got servers.
What?
Yeah. Private servers.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll show you about it later. But be aware, it's using old. It was using old technology, and it's not as great as some of the newer games. So it's just like how in Star Wars: The Old Republic, if you want a Rancor mount, you can get a Rancor mount. It was a little harder back in the Galaxy era.
Yeah, because back then, Star Wars Galaxies made you earn your unlocks, your special, unique armors and mounts and all that.
Yeah. Like there's one server that is pre New Galaxy Experience, and then there's one server that's post New Galaxy Experience. I'm subscribed to both servers, and uh, I like playing pre NGE just because it was a little easier to become a Jedi, whereas post NGE you could just start a character as a Jedi or Sith. And honestly, I think it's better to do it the original way than just starting off because we saw the old Republic. You know, you start off as, Republic or the Sith Empire, you start off as a Sith or Jedi. That's great, but you lose a little bit of the backstory of how that character became force sensitive, how they knew they were force sensitive, and how they knew where to go to be trained to be a Jedi or Sith. You lose that part of the story. And while the Old Republic is a fun game, but because you've lost that part of the story and you go straight to just becoming a Jedi or Sith, you lose the origin story.
Which is probably why in the Old Republic I play as my bounty hunter the most, or my Republic trooper.
And I'm not trying to talk about video games. I'm talking about as an overall a character story. Like if I would rather my character, find out he's force sensitive and go out on that quest to find who he needs to find to become a Jedi or a Sith. That's more fun than trying to just being one or the other off the bat, you know?
Yeah, and gives you a chance to develop a better story too.
Because you don't know what they had to do before they joined the Jedi or the Sith Order. So
That's a fair point, because who knows? Before you find out you're force sensitive, were you just a very lucky smuggler?
I mean, what were you? Were you a moisture farmer? You don't know.
Or were you just some, street kid on Coruscant?
Or some some street punk from Corellia. You don't know.
Or some just random palace guard on Naboo. He'd be like da 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 da.
I hate Naboo.
Yeah, I mean it's just too happy of a planet.
I understand why the Emperor left Naboo. That's all I can tell you.
That's a fair point.
I'd want to leave those Gungans too.
I mean, you know what actually happens to him under the new Disney canon, right?
You in big doo doo now.
I believe like majority of them get enslaved now under the Empire. And like Jar Jar became a disgraced former senator.
I don't know if that's true or not. They leave that out. They don't talk about that. So not yet.
Or maybe that was Legends.
I know they killed off all the the bugs.
The Geonosians or whatever they're called.
Yeah, they killed off all the Geonosians.
Did they ever say how they did that? Ooh,
Purged.
I know how.
Purged.
Giant can of Raid.
Yes, they had to build the Raid Star first before they could build the Death Star.
Hey. Who says they deployed it from a battle station? Maybe they just had little special raid bombs that they dropped out of the TIE fighters. Just like, well, the bug people are rebellion.
Actually, if you played Star Wars Rebel, or if you watch Star Wars Rebels, they missed one Geonosian and one Queen Egg.
Uh-oh.
So technically, if the Geonosians did it right, and if they let that continue, then the Geonosians can eventually come back as a race. But yeah, I mean, only one of each left. Good luck.
Well, they are bugs, so do they really need to like a male and a female? You know?
No, we don't know much about their people, but yeah, they need both. So.
That just filled me with a disturbing thought. Because what if they're just like giant termites and the queen just is constantly laying eggs?
I don't want to think about it. Just stop. Stop right now. Stop.
Hey, could be worse. They could be like the aliens from Aliens, you know.
You stop right now. You stop that right now.
Where's Duke when I need him?
I believe Duke would say, "Hey, baby."
No, that's the kind of stuff that freaks him the frick out and gets him to start gagging. Like, trust me, if I had the way to torture him by introducing him to some of the stuff I listen to, he'd have nightmares.
Yeah, like he doesn't have nightmares already.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Matt's given him enough already.
Yeah.
And I just realized when I did the title for this, I misspelled episode.
Yeah, well, that's your fault.
Hey, I was typing fast, okay? Let's see if I can edit that. Yep, I can fix it.
All right. All right. There we go. There we go. Are we still live?
Oh yeah, we're still live, but it won't let me edit it until we end the stream.
Yeah, you can do it later.
Yeah, I can always do it later.
So, anything else you want to talk about?
I'm debating whether or not to go see next Sunday the new Doctor Strange movie.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet either.
Because it's just like, okay, well, because I'm looking at all these movies that are coming out. And there's Doctor Strange I want to see.
Oh, there is one thing I didn't want to talk about. You know DC Comics, right? Are you a big DC Comics fan?
Night Strike, I have like 5 Superman t-shirts in my closet right now.
Okay. So did you watch any of the old DC series, like the old like the Super Friends and whatnot?
The Super Friends were re-airing after school for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know who the Wonder Twins are, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Apparently DC or Warner Brothers or HBO, I don't know which, but they canceled the Wonder Twins TV series
What? Why?
that they were going to do. Okay, remember how bad this was in the Super Friends. Wonder Twin powers activate. Did you really want to see a TV series about that? I didn't.
That's a fair point. And the brother always had the worst power because all he could do was transform into objects.
He had horrible puns. I mean, the chick wasn't so bad, but the brother is just like, we don't need to. Can you just make like a Wonder Twin series without him and just her? Because that would be better. I'm just saying, because
But then they wouldn't be the Wonder Twins. It
I
would be
know
just
that's
Wonder
that
Girl.
that'd be the problem with it.
And I think Wonder Girl is the sidekick of Wonder Woman in the Teen Titans.
Or something like that, yeah.
But then again, I guess CW just canceled like half the DC TV shows they had. Like Batwoman got axed. I can't see why there. Um,
I can.
that was sarcasm, Night Strike.
I know, but let me have that one.
Okay. Night Strike, you got 1 point
All right.
to add to your overall total of however many points of you being right is at now. I lost track.
I did too.
They got rid of Legends of Tomorrow, which was okay, not the best. So I
I'm
think that
okay with
leaves
that.
just what, the Flash going right now? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Of CW DC shows. Okay, there's the Arrow, which they ended. Apparently Supergirl ended
Good.
in 2021. Flash is still going. Batwoman ended. Black Lightning ended in 2021. I've never even seen that one, so let's see. Arrowverse. Okay, yeah, so it started with Arrow.
Yeah.
Then they have Superman and Lois, which I hear is supposed to be pretty decent.
I mean, Lois and Superman, or Lois and Clark, or whatever.
Superman and Lois.
Oh, they redid it. All right.
Yeah.
Not cool.
But yeah, it shows Arrow is officially concluded. Flash is airing its 8th season. The 9th is in development. Apparently, Supergirl only lasted 6 seasons. Legends of Tomorrow, 7 seasons. Black Lightning, only 4.
Yeah.
Batwoman only had 3. Superman and Lois is just now airing their 2nd season, with the 3rd one coming out sometime next year. And I hear supposedly Superman and Lois is actually pretty damn good. But I wouldn't know because I can't get the local CW channel at all. Because well, my antenna doesn't want to pick up that channel.
And you could get like Sling or something if you don't have TV service.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting that.
Or here, what you could do is instead of Sling, go with YouTube TV.
I wonder how much that actually costs.
It's a little expensive, but honestly, it's kind of worth it because one, you could add family members onto it if you need to, or you can just have your account be on it, and literally it connects to your your actual YouTube account, so you could literally watch TV wherever you are that you have internet on your phone, or if your phone is connected to any Wi-Fi, you can watch TV there too.
Hmm.
And you just need the YouTube TV app.
Nice.
So, or
Oh,
if you got a TV that has a Roku, you use the YouTube TV Roku app, or all that.
they have John Cryer playing Lex Luthor in the Arrowverse.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
come
worth a
on.
Slade or what's his name? Dead something, Deadshot or something like that. No, not Deadshot, but
Um. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Uh.
Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. There it is.
Yeah, Deathstroke. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait. I know this. I know this. I know this.
Slade Wilson, Deathstroke.
Man, I'm so behind. Like, Arrow was good. The Flash. Never been a Flash fan, so. Mm.
I used to be a real big Flash fan, and honestly, I don't like this series. I really don't. It's just I just not a fan of it.
That's the bad thing. Like
I
with
mean,
DC,
I prefer the flashback to the '90s they did at one point where they had the '90s Flash because I like that guy better.
didn't they have a throwback where they
He
had
ended
Kevin
he ended up
Conroy?
he ended up looking exactly like Flash's dad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to remember in this whole Arrowverse thing, they had I didn't they do a Crisis on Infinite Earths or something crossover event, and they introduced Kevin Conroy as one of the Batmen
Yeah.
of Crisis, and I'm like, my childhood Batman is finally on screen in a live action format of Batman or as Batman. Yeah, that second one. Oh, we have a comment. Wait,
Yeah.
someone's actually watching right now.
Somebody's actually watching. They're actually watching this train wreck.
Yeah, super. Hey,
Super Bad Videos is out there. I know him. So this.
well, super bad. This is the test pilot episode for the new bonfire chat. I'm gonna be trying to do every Sunday, either at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., where we just discuss anything from comic books to firearms. So far, it's just me and Night Strike, but I'm hoping to get a couple extra panelists going so that way we can actually have a nice, thought out discussion that is not a horrible mess of Monday and Wednesday nights.
It's true.
Very true. That and come October, we're gonna be talking about spooky stuff like who's the better villain, uh, Scarecrow or the Joker?
Hmm. Who's the better villain?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
But then again, when you look at DC, there's a lot of um villains in DC that we could probably devote almost all of October just trying to figure out who is the best at what they do villain wise for each DC character.
The best villain for each DC character. All right. Why don't we look at this? Who's the best villain for Batman?
Well, everybody's gonna say Joker
And I don't agree.
because all the Joker wants to do is kill him. Let's see. I
No,
gotta figure
not
out.
not not really. The Joker doesn't want to kill him. It would be a bonus, but he doesn't necessarily want to kill him. The Joker does what he does because he wants to get Batman's attention. He wants Batman to, have a dialogue with him. That's why the Joker does what he does.
Let's see. Where is? I don't think Superbad's in any of the Discords we have.
I think he's on Matt's Discord.
Well, let me take a look. Because we are gonna wrap this up here shortly, so that way if Superbad you want to jump in next Sunday, we can get you in then next Sunday. But yeah,
Yep.
nope, I don't think he is in Matt's because I'm looking through the Discord list right now and he doesn't show up. But then again, it is all through ABC order.
Yep. Yep. Joker's always been his favorite villain. From the 66 Batman to the newer Batman, he has evolved. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And if you read the Killing Joke, or if you watch the Killing Joke, that there's a point where Batman and Joker have a serious conversation. Because Joker said, "Okay, fun's over. It's time for you to beat me up and take me to jail because it's what you enjoy doing." And he's like, Batman's like, Batman was like serious, like, "I've never enjoyed beating you up. I don't enjoy taking you to jail." You know,
You know what?
Batman.
I think we found episode 1's topic.
What?
Batman villains.
Batman villains. Well, no, I want to talk about DC villains because Batman. Honestly, I'd say the Joker is one of Batman's top villains, but I wouldn't say that's his arch nemesis. Joker would, because that's the only arch nemesis he's really had. But with Batman, I think his arch nemesis really is more like Ra's al Ghul. Because not many other DC villain, not any other DC superheroes deal with Ra's al Ghul that much. It's only Batman usually that messes with him, or fights him on a constant basis. Have you noticed
Wait,
that?
didn't Green Arrow, or was that just the Arrowverse Arrow?
He didn't fight with him directly. That's the thing. He might have fought with the assassins, the League of Assassins, but that's only one part of Ra's al Ghul's organization.
Because something tells me Ra's has more than just the League of Assassins.
Oh no, he does. He does. Don't think he doesn't, because you have to have more than one organization in order to have that many Lazarus pits.
I only thought he had one.
He has tons of them, and Batman's destroyed a lot of them.
Damn, I am out of touch with my Batman lore.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Superman. Who would you say is his number one arch nemesis?
Well, everyone's gonna say Zod, but no.
No,
Or Lex. Or
the
Lex.
one villain he always fights, but that villain seldom, if hardly ever, fights anybody other than him. The answer would be Lex Luthor.
That is true,
because
but I was also thinking Lobo.
well, here's the thing about Lobo. Lobo is a bounty hunter. Lobo does things just for kicks, okay? Because either he's drunk or he's just doing it to get his jollies. He's not really a villain per se, as he is an anti-hero, okay? Because at some point in the comics, and even in if you watch the cartoon series, at some point, uh, Superman wasn't available to do what he needed to do, and Lobo was around. He stepped in to do it for Superman. Maybe not the way Superman would have done it, but he did the job. So, is he a good guy? Not necessarily. Can he do good? Yes, he knows how. He's said it before. I know how to do good. I can do good. I just don't feel like it. So he's more of an anti-hero than he is an actual villain.
Fair
Okay.
point.
Okay. He's a bounty hunter. What do you expect? I mean, put it this way. Before we got a bit more of Boba Fett than we saw, he was exactly like Boba Fett. Just a bounty hunter who's just out for money. And then they fleshed his character out a bit more, and now we know that Boba Fett is just a bit more than that now. And same thing with Lobo. I mean, they fleshed his character out a bit more, and he's more than just the bounty hunter that worked for the Collector, or not the Collector, but the whatever that being was that collected beings. It's not the Collector. It was somebody else.
Collector is Marvel.
Collector's Marvel.
Oh, I'll have to look into that, and so we have it for next Sunday. Because I believe, didn't we also
Preserver.
have free comic?
The Preserver. Okay.
Wasn't that the guy who also had
that's the guy who had the ship of all the aliens
starfish
on it? Yeah. That was him too.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so that would be what's the one villain that the Flash fights all the time, but seldom fights with anybody else?
Oh,
seldom
that's easy.
Anybody else.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about it.
Reverse Flash is just it. Or just like for what's his name, Aquaman. The one villain that's always screwing with him.
Black Manta.
Black Manta seldom bothers any other person outside of Atlantis. Any other superhero outside of Atlantis, because he doesn't care about anybody else. He only cares about going after Aquaman because, well, he wants the throne of Atlantis. That's why. You see what I'm saying? That there are villains that are just singularly are there just to fight some of the superheroes, but the further down the list you go, the harder it gets. Like because even this there's one superhero that really Vandal Savage fights all the time.
Yeah. But doesn't Savage also fight the whole Justice League mostly?
He has done it on. I'm not saying that some of these villains don't fight the Justice League as a whole at some point, or that they don't don't fight the other superheroes hardly at all. It's just they don't fight them often. Okay, and while yes, they've had to deal with the whole league has had to deal with the Joker, they've had to deal with Lex Luthor, all these other supervillains, before. But again, with some of these supervillains, moreover, if you look in the comics, they seldom go after other superheroes other than the ones they have a pattern. Okay, like with Lex Luthor, it's always Superman. He is obsessed with getting Superman. Yeah, he may do something that causes the whole Justice League to form and fight him because he's screwed up mentally because he created the Legion of Doom.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, before that, who was Lex, fighting most of the time? Most of his effort was going after Superman. Okay? You know, I would say the same thing with Ra's al Ghul and Batman. He was only going after Batman. Batman only wanted to get rid of the Lazarus pits and stop whatever plan he had going. That was his thing. Now with the Flash, again, the reverse Flash, he's only doing it to screw with Flash and trying to figure out a way home because he doesn't want to be in, the land before time, part 5, as he calls it, because he's from the future. I don't know if he's from Booster Gold's era, but close enough.
Talk about a useless superhero. Yeah, I went there. I called Booster Gold useless.
He's not useless. Booster Gold has to walk a fine line. Okay. While it makes it look, he plays the part of being a shameless, self-promoting superhero from the future. But the issue is he has to play it like that. Otherwise, he will. If he was straight serious, and if he was just using all the knowledge and everything he had from his timeline to fight villains, the problem he would run into is what you watch Back to the Future, right?
Who hasn't watched that movie?
Okay. You notice in that point.
Oh, it would be the paradox, because if he solves all the issues, he would cease to exist.
Yes, it's a paradox. He would create a time paradox, just like what happened when both Marty McFly's girlfriend and then his wife, who are the same person from the future, met at that same time. That would create a time paradox. So if he didn't let if he knew what was going to happen in the turn of events before they happened, and he did something to change something, he would inadvertently change time, in a way that would completely screw up where he was from, and he might not have ever been born. So that's why he plays the idiot, and that's why he plays the shameless guy, just so that he can, go back to the future and make it big. Okay, that's why Booster Gold is the way he is.
So then who would be the most unique villain to, say, Martian Manhunter?
Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. I would say Malefic.
I don't even think I know that one.
Hmm.
That villain. But then again, I haven't really been reading much of his comics, because when I do buy comics, it's mostly either Batman, Superman, Green Lantern. I've
Well,
never think I've actually saw a comic that's a Martian Manhunter focused one.
Malefic is Martian Manhunter's twin brother,
Oh my.
and he is super evil.
Like on a scale of Hitler? How many Hitlers?
Ah, probably that bad. Yes. Or
Damn.
like Vandal Savage went back in time and put Hitler in a freezer so he could take over the Nazis.
I know the reference.
That happened in the Justice League Unlimited.
Yes, that's why I was giggling there.
Uh,
I watched that. I watched that episode growing up.
yeah, he's that bad. He hated the Martian society so bad that he wiped out the Martian population. He committed genocide on a planetary scale. That's why I said he's bad. Really bad. And that's why and he really doesn't care about any other superheroes other than just trying to give Martian Manhunter a bad, an awful time.
And here, I always thought the reason why
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter's people went extinct, or genocided in this case, was because of the white Martians.
Nope. His brother wiped them all out.
I mean, that's kind of like a massive.
Well, they exiled him. One because
Oh,
they took away his telepathy powers and his other Martian abilities, and they exiled him. And because he hated the population that let the leaders of Mars do that to him, he decided to literally wipe the planet out.
damn. Yeah, I don't know how any of the other DC villains could compare to him now.
The only other DC villain as bad as Malefic would be two villains, okay? And one of them is Darkseid, because Darkseid's done that before. Okay. And then the other one would be what was one? One's done something that bad. Probably Zod. Zod would probably be just as bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Zod did something
And,
like that.
and the reason is because if you look at some of the comics or even some of the movies before, and you look at some of the backstory of Zod, Zod was a general. He was military. He was a warrior. Okay, he proposed to the Kryptonian Council at one point when they knew the planet was going to blow, to just take those that could fight and those that could go and repopulate and leave those that were useless behind. And that's just as bad as genocide.
That is a fair point.
So, uh, and you've got bad villains like that. So, is Zod fights Superman? Yeah, he fights Superman solely, but he doesn't fight any other superheroes other than Superman. He doesn't care. He only wants to fight Superman. So you could say Zod is Superman's sole villain, but the problem is that really it's Lex Luthor over Zod, just because that Lex does far more to piss in Superman's Wheaties than any other villain. Period.
That is true.
Zod just goes after Superman because
Hmm.
he's the only other Kryptonian left that is opposite his line of thinking. That's the only reason he goes after Superman.
Well, there is the bottled
And
city
there's
of
also
Pandora.
the universe that Superman imprisons him in again after what was it called? What was that?
The Phantom Zone.
The Phantom Zone. Yes, the Phantom Zone. Yes,
Which you think about it, that was the way they.
the Kryptonians put him there in the first place. Superman let him out, and then he put him back in.
But
It's just
I'm
like
pretty
it's
sure
like
there's
you
more
take the
than.
genie out of the bottle, you put it back in, and then you lock it up.
Because if I don't know where I heard it. It was probably in the Smallville TV show lore. The Phantom Zone was used as a prison for Krypton.
Mm-hmm. That's the
So,
point. So
yeah.
all of Krypton's worst nightmares were locked away in the Phantom Zone, and they put probably the one guy that put most of them in there. that would twist Zod.
Oh, that was not even good thinking on their part.
No, because arguably Zod was probably the worst.
And think about it, all those other bad type Kryptonians would probably be persuaded to serve him.
If not, he would beat them within an inch of their life until they submitted. So, but the only other villain as bad as like Malefic, I would say, would be Brainiac.
Yeah.
Because it's DC. We're talking DC villains and villains specific to heroes. And if we talk about DC villains that on the genocide level, the only other villain that does that kind of thing and does it tries to do that often is Brainiac, because Brainiac's always trying to convert everybody to being part of him. I mean, yeah, case in point. Look at the animated movie Red Sun, where Superman and Brainiac fell in the Soviet Union instead of America. Brainiac basically was just using Superman to try and do this or that, and then Brainiac eventually took over.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Such a great comic though.
Yeah.
The whole Red Sun.
Yeah, but Brainiac was using Superman, or Comrade Man or whatever his name was in the Soviet Union. But the point is, Brainiac's whole line of thinking is to, basically like the Borg, make everyone part of him and make everyone serve him. And if they refuse to serve him, wipe them out. That's Brainiac's. That's Brainiac's MO.
Makes you wonder, why does he bottle up certain cities of everybody he wipes out?
I think he does it just for the kicks, honestly. Yeah, he's an AI.
But he's a computer.
Yeah, he's a computer. He's an AI. But we don't know how alien computers are. They may get some sick, twisted pleasure from doing that to organics.
You got a fair point there.
So.
And we could say, Wonder Woman's main villain would be Ares.
Not Ares. What's that other Amazonian she's always fighting?
Well, other Amazon. The only one I know is that cheetah lady.
Not Cheetah. It's the one that Gargantua.
I didn't know she was Amazonian.
I think she is.
Because mostly everything I've seen from Wonder Woman, she's always fighting Ares as her main villain.
The one the one that goes that can grow larger in size. I think that's who it is. I would say it's her. But I could be wrong. You could be right. I'm not a big Wonder Woman fan. That's the problem.
So according to a list I just found, some of them are Ares, Cheetah, Grail, Maxwell Lord,
now
Medusa, Cersei? I think I'm pronouncing that right.
I think it would be Cersei mostly.
Yeah, Silver Swan and Veronica Kale.
It would probably be Cersei, because Cersei just.
Yeah, that seems like an Amazonian name. So that's
no, she's a Greek god. She's a Greek god.
Oh, she's a sorceress.
Yeah, Greek god and sorceress. Cersei. So yeah. Well, and here's the thing. If we're talking about Green Lantern, okay, and if we're talking about Hal Jordan, no, well, we're gonna start off. Hal Jordan Green Lantern. We know.
Oh, definitely Sinestro.
Definitely Sinestro, the leader of the Yellow Lantern Corps. Okay, because Sinestro, he's singular in his vision. Yeah, he'll fuck with the other superheroes just like all the other villains will. But is he going to go out of his way to just fuck with a superhero that's not Green Lantern? The answer is no.
Or just Hal Jordan in general.
Well, Green Lantern Hal Jordan, okay?
Hmm.
He just doesn't like Hal Jordan, period. And it's because he has a flawed belief of the Lantern Corps that, basically puts him down the path to destruction. He gets kicked out of the Green Lantern Corps. He creates the Yellow Lanterns. And, goes from there.
But then again, what about say like the other Earth Green Lanterns, like John Stewart, Kyle Reiner, Guy Gardner, and I think they just added 2 more to the Green Lantern roster for Earth. A young lady, and then another guy who was.
Yeah. Why don't we focus on John Stewart, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would say John Stewart. I would say Sinestro still with John Stewart, just because of the whole Green Lantern thing. And the thing is, Sinestro, he doesn't like Earthlings. Period. It doesn't matter just how Jordan. He doesn't like Earthlings either. So so it's doubly so with John Stewart. But I don't know. I don't know who his arch nemesis would be.
I don't think he really has one. Let's
Let me see.
see.
Let me see. Maybe Brainiac. But
Let's
Brainiac
see.
also
I'm
fights
looking it up.
Superman.
Come on, let me click on his name. Nope, nope. Okay, why are you giving me all the
Here's one.
images?
Here's one. Amun Sur, the son of Abin Sur, the dying lantern that bestowed his power to ring to Hal Jordan. Amun became a leader of the syndicate, the Black Circle, and he was also a member of the Sinestro Corps. That would probably be it.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Mansoor.
seeing here on
Because again, you have the Yellow Lantern and all that. I mean, if you go, it's the farther down you go of the lesser known DC superheroes, the harder it is. Okay, because you look at what is it? What was that one they did the one DC series we really liked?
Oh, there's multiple DC TV
Yeah.
series that were good.
It's like
Uh,
you talk about Beast Boy, okay? He doesn't really have an arch nemesis. Of course, he's part of the Titans, and with the Titans, it would be either Slade or another super villain, but that would be the whole Teen Titans. It wouldn't just be singular because he didn't really have an arch nemesis. So, now, as I said, the further down the list you go, the harder it is. So, other than that, what about you? What do you think? What throw something out there, okay? So we can wrap up. Because I've been going on forever.
I'm gonna have to say this. If we're talking DC villains,
yeah.
What about? And I'm thinking here because my knowledge on DC is pretty limited, like I said. Oh, let me find the one I was just thinking of. Cyborg.
Ooh, he's also a Titan too.
Yeah, but he depending on which universe we're talking about, he's either a member of the actual Justice League or he's a member of the Teen Titans. So if you think about it,
technically his arch enemy would probably be Slade.
Probably, but something tells me it would also be.
It could be Vandal Savage or Brother Blood.
I would lean more towards Brother Blood. Because, well, let's think about it. He's always, when we see him in Titans, fighting Brother Blood or infiltrating one, his little.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick.
As I said, the further down you go, the harder it is to pick.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what the wiki says about Cyborg.
So, I've been really trying here.
Yeah, let's see. Victor Stone.
That's his father.
Yeah. Oh, this is just get out of the face of me here. Ads like I don't like having to use all these wikis because. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Trending page. Cyborg. Of course. No, well, no. His name is actually Victor Stone.
His name is Victor Stone.
Cyborg.
His father.
Yeah.
I thought his father was named Stone too.
Yeah, that's their last name.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say who he has major beefs with, other than.
Well, the problem is the only character he has major beefs with is when he's with the Titans, and Slade Wilson, Deathstroke.
Yeah. Which kind of makes me sad that he does not have an actual arch nemesis. Of course, it's going into his elsewhere variants right now. Let's see. Alternate timelines, possible futures. Yeah. But it says here, based on Teen Titans, his main villain would be Brother Blood.
Yeah. So.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because he is a good character who kind of does need his own unique nemesis.
I mean, as far as what you call it, say let's look at the other Teen Titans, okay? I'll tell you right now, Starfire's arch nemesis
is her sister.
Is her sister Blackfire.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight out. Just because She's always doing something wrong, something to ruin her life. Okay. And honestly, with Raven, it's her father,
Oh,
the
oh
demon.
yeah.
That demon
Trigon.
lord, Trigon. Yeah. Trigon is basically her arch nemesis.
Imagine
Okay.
how bad that has to be to have your own
Your own
demonic father as your arch nemesis.
or your brother or sister being your arch nemesis.
No, wait, she has a sister or a brother?
Well,
Oh.
I'm making a point. I'm generalizing, making a point, not saying that she does or doesn't. She probably does, but no. But either way, the fact, think of it this way: you're a superhero or you're a hero of some sort, and your brother or sister is a villain and always trying to kill you. How much would that suck?
That is true.
I mean, I've got a younger brother, but he wouldn't want to kill me. I treat him well enough that he doesn't. You know, I mean, I'm sure you treat your siblings, same, just enough to where they don't want to kill you. But it would
One
really
would
suck.
think.
Well, you would hope so. Then we get nothing out of it if you died. So just there's that.
They'd just be inheriting a kitty cat. I mean, but then again, depending on which Robin you're looking at, in the view of Teen Titans, if it's the original Robin that turns it,
If it's Dick
to
Grayson,
Slade would definitely be his main arch.
I don't think so. Because you have to look at it from this way. Dick Grayson is now a Nightwing. Who is Nightwing's arch nemesis? And the answer will be Blockbuster.
I don't think I've ever heard of that villain.
It's a newer villain, Blockbuster. That's Nightwing's nemesis.
Then we know. Well, what about, depending on which version of the Teen Titans we're talking about? We also have Kid Flash.
No.
But I really don't think he has an arch nemesis.
Now, if we're talking, what was the other Robin? There's Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
And then there was
Damian Wayne is the latest.
Damian Wayne.
Oh boy. Okay, there was Dick Grayson, who's the original.
Dick Grayson. There's Tim Drake. Okay, let me look it up because there's been a couple. Okay. There's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake. There's Stephanie Brown.
I don't remember a Stephanie Brown at all, but
Stephanie Brown was is the latest one after Damian Wayne. But I'll tell you right now, who's Jason Todd's arch nemesis? Jason Todd, Robin Hood,
probably,
or even the Red Hood?
well,
who is the villain he hates the most?
Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Because he took Red Hood after he got revived from Joker. That moniker.
Yeah, he took it from Joker because Joker took him away from Bruce. So he had to take something from Joker. Something that would annoy Joker. And Joker is kind of annoyed of the whole Red Hood thing. Because Joker said, he was more he was more flashy maitre d' than, motorcycle fetish.
You got a good point there.
So, if you look, you know, it kind of offends Joker when he first sees the picture of the Red Hood. So, you know, there's that.
I mean, wouldn't it offend you?
No, I don't. I don't give a shit. See, that's the problem.
Okay.
Joker cares about things. He tries to play it off that he doesn't, but he does. So, anyways, there's DM Foss out there. Anyways, let's wrap this up and get on out of here.
Yep. Yep. Because I gotta go eat dinner.
Yeah, I did too.
So this was the test pilot episode, guys, of the new bonfire chat, which will be coming to y'all every Sunday.
Eventually, we'll
either at
start talking about
3
guns and
p.m.
other things. We got down a rabbit hole
Yep.
here tonight.
Yeah, we did. But the whole premise of bonfire is to talk anything from firearms to comic books to whatever TV shows we've seen throughout the week that we feel like
TV
everybody should
shows,
have.
video games, you name it.
Yep. Anything. So if, say, like myself or Night Strike comes with a list of things we want to talk about, that's welcome. I mean,
We'll have to figure it out.
yeah, we're still working out the kinks and the stuff that needs patching, but you know, it's a work in progress, guys. So we're gonna sign off. I'm gonna be taking notes on what to possibly talk about in the official first episode of the bonfire chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And of course, I'm pretty sure Night Strike will by next Sunday have a few things he will want to talk about listed too.
Hopefully.
Other than if, but something tells me you're gonna go down a major 3D printing rabbit hole in your life soon.
I've been doing that lately, and you know, that may be because I may or may not be printing Glock lowers. Am I
And
selling them? No, I'm not selling them. I'm
no,
keeping them for myself.
Yeah. And don't forget Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern, the best time zone.
When I'm
We
doing
have
them.
hit or miss. Hey, I'm contractually obligated to plug that. You know that, right?
Yeah, Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern.
The best time zone.
Best time
But we're gonna shut this down and go grab dinner. So, you know. Well, I am. I don't know about you, Night Strike.
I probably am gonna get something, yes.
Right?
Or I'll get a
So
dessert or something.
I would recommend the Oreo dirt pie blizzard.
Don't have a Dairy Queen nearby.
Ouch.
I have a Sonic's. I can go get a Sonic Blizzard. Or what do they call it? A Blast. Yeah. Or I can go to McDonald's and get the McFlurry. They have an Oreo McFlurry.
That is true, they do.
Yeah.
Unless the ice cream machine's broken.
Yeah.
But yep, we're gonna end
here's
it
the thing.
now.
If you want to check to see if your local McDonald's ice cream machine is broken, go to McBroken.com. McBroken.com to see whether the one in your area is broken or not.
And that is our life advice for the day.
Yeah, there you go.
Peace out, everybody.
Shout out, be infringed.